this would be a good like first grade out, but if you end up working with other kids, just snaps. So I'm going to say each level and then snap when I get to the level that you think is correct. Okay. Snap if you rated it pictorial. Snap for pre-communicative. Communicative. Snap for semi-phonetic. You brave? You might be the only one that's right. Snap for phonetic. Snap for transitional. Okay. So I heard the most snaps for phonetic. Someone who thought it was phonetic, and I'll put that descriptor over so we can look at it. What were some reasons why you rated it as phonetic?
Talked about like 5.1 to 5.3 seemed pretty solid. Like we're following across the line. We were going down the lines. Like mouth was not, above or like on the side of the end line. It continued below it. But then the vowel sounds like brushing, the A, missing an E to E, along with the other letters, spider. So the vowel sounds is where we stopped.
Did anyone see descriptors here that weren't in the student's writing?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too.
Using both uppercase and lowercase letters, they use some lowercase letters, but not all. Is that enough to meet that criterion that incorporates some?
Yeah, at this level you would just see some evidence that they've used some. Because I had to double check when I was looking at it, because I think the first page was lowercase F I see evidence of, but it is mostly uppercase. Which is good to think about. Like if that was one that was like a little closer, maybe that's something I want to work on with the student for that stretch objective. You always want to look up a level and say, okay, is the student doing anything here, or what do you not see the student doing from this list? So is there anything the student you see from this list, or what do you see the student clearly is not doing? Yeah.
Not using punctuation.
There's a period.
Not correct.
But not correct. I don't know what you said. You said not using.
Not correct.
Spider came in my mouth.
It might be the spider came, like the spider came
In
in my mouth.
Oh, guys, isn't she videotaping me right now? You're rubbing your eye out.
That was my fault.
Clearly, at transitional level, there's a lot of lots of points that aren't evident there, and so then that helps you. Remember, it's not just about evaluating where your student's at, but it's really about determining what's that next thing you want to work on the student with, which often comes from looking at head level. But I think actually it's Kirsten, right? Kirsten brought up a point that there weren't that many lowercase letters, so that might actually be the stretch objective I think for the student. There isn't necessarily one, but using a tool like this helps you determine what a useful objective might be. And just some things to point out here, this is actually a kindergarten writing sample. I pulled this from the continuum that the elementary teachers use, and I love it. One, because the spider thing is really freaky, but even in this really simple story, you can see a slight story arc. There's kind of a setup, there's a problem, and there's a solution, which is really cool and is really powerful that this student at the kindergarten level is starting to structure their story in that way. And then also another point to bring up is to look at the drawing. You might quickly notice how the student's drawing differs from the student's drawing the student's drawings are in your classroom this summer. The drawing in itself is a whole other developmental continuum. And so it's interesting to notice, like, what was the student seeing, how they conceptualized the world. So I love this story, so I wanted to bring it in and show you. But just take a second to notice those things. All right. So we looked at we talked about that, one of our important takeaways today is that understanding that print carries you. Even for students that aren't able yet to decode and gain meaning from that print. And we talked about the writing continuum as a way of thinking out where our students are, but really about determining good instructional goals for students to work on. We're now going to take some time to talk about instructional practices, moves that you can do as a teacher to support your students' growth in writing. And I thought it would be good to anchor that in what an older writing sample looks like. So the other writing sample that you have, the red sheet of paper, is an example of a first grade story. So this is a late first grade story. It's a pretty good one, but I wanted to show you this just so you have an idea of like where are we going with all of these things in terms of story development, in terms of like conventions. Since a lot of your students are at a lower level than this, just have an idea of where you're going. Just take a second, look at this, and talk to someone around you about what you see.